Yo, we talking about groceries on FBA. Yo, easy. Yeah. J to the O, the Mayos. Groceries on FBA. What you know about that? Step your game up, suck it.
Hey guys, Sean Mayo here, and I made a Keepa video in the past, which has been quite popular, but I thought it was time to update it. We still get a lot of questions, and I really think this is the best way to judge sales velocity, research new products, and see what products and how many are selling a month, so you can be best qualified to decide how many of the products you want. Now, I'm on the Amazon page, and there's extensions for both Chrome and Firefox. This is the Firefox version. This item is ranked right around 1,000. It's 1069 currently, and I'm just going to show you how the extension works. They look basically the same thing, the same way on both Firefox and Chrome. And most of this information is going to be available on the full web page, and it'll be bigger, so I'll show you that in that format, but I just did want to go over some of the settings and the way to set it up to make things the fastest for you. So let's say, for example, you want to be notified when a price hits a certain point. If Amazon was selling it, you know, and we wanted to set the price down to 7, which is quite a bit lower. If we look at statistics, currently it's at $11.33. Of course, we can see it up here as well. And actually, the buy box is at $14.90, but the Keepa always shows the lowest price without shipping. So it's probably a merchant fulfilled seller, and with the shipping is going to be more. As you can see, it's $11.33 right here with $4.99 shipping, but the best overall price looks like $14.90 with free shipping. So if we want to be notified every time a price hits a certain point, currently I have it set for 7. So if we leave it at 7, you can enter the information here. This is for Amazon only. If we go over here, once you select this box, then you can move the graph if you want, or just enter the price. So, and of course, this is a product that wouldn't be able to be sold as used, but if it was a product that is sold used, then you could enter a price in the used box as well. There's also an option for tracking multiple locales, so you can choose, you know, Amazon Canada, Mexico, UK, and all the other countries. And then, of course, you enter your notification methods. You can enter email, you can enter a Twitter address, and it will tweet you. It's going to be a public tweet. And I'll show you later that you can also see all the ones that other people have done, and that's a great way to see, you know, hot selling items. And people that are hitting their tracking, which is usually going to be around the lowest price. What we do is we use the Facebook notification, so we're actually going to get a notification on our Facebook page when it comes up, which is the fastest for us, but whatever is the fastest for you being notified is what you would want to do. Now, you'd only hit now tracking, and now it's going to notify you however you request it. And then if we go over to price watches, it will show you, you know, the items that you're watching. And here it is here, and you can add them, you can remove them. So going back to the extension, if we click on settings, you can select basically all the defaults. So usually we're not looking at used, but you can select whichever ones you want. Amazon, new, used, in whatever combination. Also, the default is 3 months. Usually we're looking at history for a month, so we select that. That way we don't have to change it every time we go to look at it. Close-up view is just an extra box so you can zoom in, and we filter extreme values. So, you know, if it's usually selling for 20 and then somebody goes in there at 100 and, you know, or, you know, it's 50 and somebody's got it for $4 when it happened to be tracked, and it really throws off the whole graph. So we have it filter out the extreme values, also whatever date format you want, and then for tracking, those are going to be the defaults. So, you know, when you track it as a default, it's going to go to 5% lower, or whatever number you enter, anything between 1 and 50. Merchants to pre-fill with desired prices, so it defaults to Amazon. Receive upcoming lightning deal notifications for tracked products. So if one of your tracked products comes up in a lightning deal, it's going to notify you. You know, also information like language, and you can make the box bigger if you want, and of course, if you want dynamic or full window width, so you know, it could change based on the size of your screen. Default view is to show the Keepa box, which is the actual box, instead of a button just to show it. And then some other settings for Chrome, for desktop notifications, and price history graphs as overlays when hovering over an Amazon product. Those only work on Chrome. And allow it to gather Amazon prices to improve price data. So it'll just, anything you look at, it's going to be sending that information to Keepa as you're viewing, basically to help, you know, with their database. So the next option is to find related deals, which is the Keepa price drops, but it's only going to show items that are related to your product. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then managing the price watches drops, which we've already looked at. So you know, this is one of my favorite options. Is the community tracking. You can hover it over it, and it's going to show you how many other people are tracking it. It's showing that this is only one other person, but you know, it'll show you all the other you know, different prices and what they're tracking, Amazon new, used, and all that information. So you can see how many people are looking for this product, tracking it, and what, most importantly, they're going to show you what price point that people are looking for this product at, because, you know, if there's 20 people looking for it at $8 and selling for $11, you may not want to buy it, or you may be looking to get it at a price point that is closer to what people are willing to pay. And then, of course, the more historical data, what this is going to let you do is actually zoom in on a section, so you can select down here what area you want to zoom in, and it's going to zoom the top screen in on that. This just lets you share a link to the graph, which is actually just a link to a picture of it, so you can easily copy that and paste it in somewhere else to share with somebody, or a Facebook group, or a message. Makes it a lot quicker. And compare Amazon prices. This is very useful if you are doing international arbitrage. If you're selling in Canada or selling in the UK, buying in the US, oftentimes you can buy things from Amazon in one place that they're not selling on the other. So buying from .com and sell it in Canada, or ship it to the UK, and it's going to compare all the Amazon prices, new and used, and has graphs. You know, obviously it's not listed in all the different countries, and you know, this is great if you know, that's something that you're often doing. So here we are on the full Keepa page for the same product, and as you can see, there's a lot going on here. Now, sometime in February of 2015, Amazon started tracking the sales rank, so that's as far back as you're ever going to see these graphs. We're looking at the all data view, which is going to be when the first time anybody tried to track an item on Keepa. The way you get an item to be tracked on Keepa is just look it up. So you can enter the ASIN, you can search for products, or you can copy the whole link from Amazon right into the search, and it's going to take you to that page. So, of course, we're defaulted to the month, but if we go out to all, currently it's 640 days. You know, as you can see, there's a lot going on. Even when we go down to a month, you know, there's a ton of price changes. There's a ton of, you know, information that's just too hard to look at. So, you know, if this was an item that was ranked 40 or 50,000, you'd be able to see what the sales velocity is. Obviously, you can't with an item ranked at 1,000, but if we go down to a day, we can see that we can see all the drops in rank. So you know, the real only way to know, unless you're the only seller on a product, to see how many you're selling as a minimum, is to look at a graph from a place like Keepa or Camel or Price Zombie. And every time this graph drops, as you can see, the rank is going down from top to bottom. So the only way that a price can drop on Amazon or a rank can drop is if there's a sale. So every one of these, when the line goes down, and we can count them, 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and it steadily goes up till this time 5, 6, and we can see it went up again. So we know that there was at least 6 sales within the last day. And if you're looking at a week or a month or a year, and you're still able to count those drops, then you can know relatively well how many of a product is selling. Now, a price drop may mean that there's more than one of an item selling. You know, it's a minimum, and the only way that these programs know when there's a price drop, and all this information, the pricing, you know, dropping and raising, and the rank as well, is by at every time you see this difference, they actually went to the page and they check that information. So they're checking the rank, they're checking the price, they're checking the used price, Amazon's, and Marketplace new price, and they're logging it on these graphs. So as you can see, there's an exact time. You know, at 3:01 or maybe 3 o'clock they checked it here, and then they checked it at 6, and then they checked it at 7:30. You know, and then they just graph all that information out. But that's the best information that we can currently get on a product, and it's actually quite accurate. So of course we do have this extra button to show on Amazon. We're already on the Amazon page and on the other one, and we can see that there are 2 people that are tracking this. One of them is us, so our desired prices, and then it's showing a desired price average with 2 users. And of course statistical information, you know, which is great when you're researching a product. So it's showing you new and used, lowest, current, highest, average, and how many price drops there are, the best sales rank, the current sales rank, the highest sales rank that it was ever tracked at, and the average over the last 90 days. So it's giving you a ton of great information. So here's another product example. There's a Lego Star Wars Ray Speeder. And as you can see, recently, in the last month, they've never sold out of it. The price has only changed very little. But if we go 3 months back, and I have the more historical data option open, we can come here and we can zoom in on this area. And we can see that, you know, the product was as high as $44.95, which is the lowest price. As we can see in new condition, $44.95 on December 16th and October 15th. The lowest price was $19.77. So this is just an example, but you would look at, you know, what you think you could sell the product for. And if Amazon has it in stock at the time, you can see historical data. And if it's out of stock, you can set your price alerts again. Just click on track this product, or on the Keepa page you can hit track the product, and you can be selecting what the lowest price was. So it's been selling for $19.87. It's still selling for $19.87. You go to track this product and enter $19.87, and then start tracking, and they're going to notify you now when that price comes down to that. So when products are, this is the Amazon flips that everybody is talking about, flipping from Amazon to Amazon, and what it lets you do is you find a product that Amazon's out of stock, selling for a good price, still selling at a good velocity with a good rank. As you can see, it did go up when it was out, but you know, it didn't ever go much over ranked 1,000. So that's still a lot of sales. So what you would do is you set up your price alert, so you're notified when Amazon hits the price that they've been selling it at. They'll notify you. You can buy it, send it into Amazon, and then when they sell out of it again, then you know, you'll be selling it at your higher price. Now, as you can see, you know, at this point it was worth buying. And then when you see products that look like this, where they are out of stock for long periods of time, but they're only in stock for, you know, an hour or two or a day or two, and then they're out of stock for a week, this is a good opportunity for you to be notified when they come in stock, so you can buy them, send them in, and then you'll be the one selling them when they go out of stock. Now, the last bit that I want to go over with Keepa is what are called price drops, which are going to show you, based on whatever range you put in, it's going to show you the biggest drops in percentage, biggest drop prices, and it's going to let you select a range, and it's going to usually be from you know, the suggested retail price to whatever price it is now, and oftentimes you can find great deals to buy and then flip back onto Amazon. So what we're doing is we're looking at everything basically from 10% to 100% price drop, from $1 to at least $100, and all the drop ranges, and limited to max sales rank of 50,000. And we're looking at the biggest percentage drop first. And I filtered out the adult items. But you can also, you know, do a lot of other filters. We're looking at Amazon price drops, but you can look at third-party new and used, and you know, look by sales rank and only lightning deals, and lots of other information. And you know, this is something that you have to use some common sense with. You know, obviously a screw-in cap is probably not selling for $152. You know, as well as some O-rings for $150. You know, even this is a an 18 count single box of tea. Is reasonable that it's $8.51, but the average price of $41 is not reasonable for a box of tea. And the same with this chime, is not worth $226, and you're lucky if it's worth $50. And again, this is a single box of latex gloves, is not selling for $84. You know, you're not going to be able to buy it for 20 and flip it for 80. You know, and this, I think everybody obviously knows what these are. They've seen this posed, private label, either industrial gloves or latex gloves, and I'm sure there's a private label item that people are messing around with. But these balsa wood sheets may be something reasonable if you know, the shipping weight isn't too outrageous, but we can see even in the preview that the price is usually way up, and they're either liquidating it or you know, trying to move stock for new stock to come in. You know, and the rank seems to go up and down with it. So we're going to click on it and go into the listing, and we can see that the Amazon price is, you know, usually $45 to $50, and for some reason they've dropped it to $9.91 over the last few days. So if we open this up on the Amazon page, we can look and see a little more information. So it looks like this product is ranked 37,000 in arts and crafts, which is a bit high, but it only does weigh 1.8 pounds. It is long though, 36 inches long. Now, as we can see, it's being sold $9.91 on Amazon, and then the next price is $49.51 and $51.35, and that's the only competition. So so obviously there's, you know, a great price difference, and you know, these are the type of products that you're looking for. Ones that obviously Amazon has lowered their price for one reason or another, that you can buy it and flip it back, or an item that Amazon is you know, out of stock for long periods of time. So as you can see, they are in stock all the time, basically, with one small exception, you know, at the end of 2014, and they never dropped the price like this. So you know, I'm sure the price is going to go back up to $47, and if you're selling it for $40, you're probably going to get the buy box or share the buy box and be able to you know, sell it for somewhere around there, and make quite a good return. So that's you know, basically what we use Keepa for, and you know, if you follow some of these, I believe you can make a good amount of money with it, and you know, it makes things a lot easier to find the information that you need. You know, and we use it every day on almost every product we're sourcing.